Welcome back to the channel. In previous presentation, we have learned about late childhood. In this presentation, we are going to learn about puberty. Puberty usually occurs in girls between the ages of 10 and 14, while in boys, it generally occurs later between the ages of 12 and 16. Both genetic and environmental factors are involved in the time of puberty. Puberty is the period during which adolescents reach sexual maturity and become capable of reproduction. This is called puberty. Stages of puberty. Let's discuss about stages of puberty. There are three stages: prepubescent stage, pubescent stage, postpubescent stage. Prepubescent stage. This stage overlaps the closing year or two of childhood when the child is regarded as a prepubescent, one who is no longer a child but not yet an adolescent. During the prepubescent or maturing stage, the secondary sex characteristics begin to appear, but the reproductive systems are not yet fully developed. Pubescent stage. This stage occurs at the dividing line between childhood and adolescence, the time when the criteria of sexual maturity appear, the menarche in girls and the first nocturnal emissions in boys. During the pubescent or mature stage, the secondary sex characteristics continue to develop and cells are produced in the sex organs. Post-pubescent stage. This stage overlaps the first year or 2 years of adolescence. During this stage, the secondary sex characteristics become well developed and the sex organs begin to function in a mature manner. Attributes of puberty. Puberty is unique. It is characterized by certain developmental changes that occur at no other time in the lifespan. The most important attributes of puberty are discussed in this slide. Overlapping age or period. Puberty is regarded as an overlapping age, as it encompasses the closing years of childhood and beginning years of adolescence. Until they are sexually mature, children are known as pubescents. After they become sexually mature, they are known as adolescents or young adolescents. Time of rapid growth and change. There are two periods in lifespan. They are characterized by rapid growth and changes in body proportions. One is puberty and other is prenatal period. The rapid growth and development that occur during puberty are referred as puberty growth spurt. The growth spurt lasts for a year or two before children become sexually mature and continues for 6 months to a year afterward. Thus, the entire period of rapid growth lasts for almost 3 years, slightly longer than the baby growth spurt, which lasts for less than a year and a half. The rapid changes that takes place during puberty lead to confusion, to feelings of insecurity, and many cases to unfavorable behavior. Negative phase. There is evidence that negative attitudes and behavior are characteristic mainly of the early part of puberty and the worst of negative phase over when the individual becomes sexually mature. There is also evidence that the behavior characteristic of the negative phase of puberty is more pronounced in girls than boys. Occurs at variable age. Puberty can occur at any time between the ages of 5 or 6 and 19 years. There are also variations in the amount of time needed to complete the transformation process of puberty. These range from 2 to 4 years, with girls, on the average, requiring slightly less time than boys. Process of puberty create many personal as well as social problems for both boys and girls. It is the variations in timing of puberty rather than the changes associated with it that make puberty one of the most difficult even though one of the shortest periods in the lifespan. Conditions responsible for puberty changes. Role of pituitary gland. The pituitary gland produces two hormones, the growth hormone and the gonadotropic hormone. These hormones initiates puberty changes. Role of the gonads. With the growth and development of the gonads, the primary sex characteristics increase in size and secondary sex characteristics such as pubic hair develop. Interaction of the pituitary gland and the gonads. This interaction continues throughout the individual's reproductive life. Body changes at puberty. During the puberty growth spurt, four important physical changes occur which transform the child's body into that of an adult. Changes in body size. The first major physical change at puberty is change in body size in terms of height and weight. Weight gain during puberty comes not only from an increase in fat but also from an increase in bone and muscle tissue. It is not uncommon for both boys and girls to go through a fat period during puberty. Changes in body proportions. The second major physical change at puberty is change in body proportions. Certain areas of the body which in the early years of life were proportionally much too small now become proportionally too big because they reach their mature size sooner than other areas. The most pronounced changes takes place before puberty is over, like trunk, hips, shoulders, legs, arms, etc. Primary sex characteristics. The third major physical change at puberty is the growth and the development of the primary sex characteristics, the sex organs. For males, the primary sexual characteristics includes an enlargement of the penis and testis. For females, the most significant primary sexual characteristic is the first menstrual period. Secondary sexual characteristics. Like primary sexual characteristics, secondary sexual characteristics are brought about by the hormonal changes associated with the maturing reproductive system and include changes in body hair and changes in voice quality. As puberty progresses, boys and girls become increasingly dissimilar in appearance. Effects of puberty changes. The physical changes of puberty affect every area of the body both externally and internally. And thus it is not surprising that they also affect the pubescent's physical and psychological well-being. Effects on physical well-being. Rapid growth and body changes are likely to be accompanied by fatigue, listlessness, and other unfavorable symptoms. Digestive disturbances are frequent, and appetite is winky. The prepubescent child is upset by glandular changes and changes in size and position of the internal organs. Both boys and girls suffer intermittently from these discomforts. Effects on attitudes and behavior. Boredom. Pubescent children are bored with the play. As a result, they do as little work as they can, thus developing the habit of underachieving. Incoordination. Rapid and uneven growth affects habitual patterns of coordination, and the pubescent child is clumsy and awkward for a time. Social antagonism. The pubescent child is often uncooperative, disagreeable, and antagonist. As puberty progresses, the child becomes friendlier. Heightened emotionality. Moodiness, sulkiness, temper outbursts, and a tendency to cry at the slightest provocation are the characteristic of the early part of puberty. As pubescent children become more mature physically, they become less tense and exhibit more mature emotional behavior. Loss of self-confidence. The pubescent child, formerly so self-assured, becomes lacking in self-confidence and fearful of failure. Excessive modesty. The bodily changes that takes place during puberty cause the child to become excessively modest for fear that others will notice these changes and comment on them unfavorably. Effects of deviant maturing. Children who are most affected by the physical changes that normally occur at puberty are the deviant maturers. Early versus late maturers. Members of the peer group toward early and late maturing boys and girls revealed that early maturing boys were mentioned much more often in the school newspaper than late maturers, but the reverse was true for girls. Rapid versus slow maturers. Rapid maturers face certain problems that slow maturers are spared. All of the common effects of puberty, changes on attitudes and behavior, tend to be exaggerated in rapid maturers. For example, coordination, as shown in the clumsiness and awkwardness of behavior, is exaggerated in rapid maturers. Hazards of puberty. The hazards of puberty are generally serious mainly in terms of their long range consequences. Physical hazards. The major physical hazards of puberty are due to slight or major malfunctioning of the endocrine glands that control the puberty growth spurt and the sexual changes that takes place at this time. Psychological hazards. There are many psychological hazards of puberty, the long-term effects of which are even more important than the intermediate effects. Unfavorable self-concepts. Few children pass through puberty without developing unfavorable self-concepts. Almost all pubescents have unrealistic concepts about what their appearance and abilities will be when they are grown up. Unfavorable treatment from others seriously affects self-concepts, causing them to be colored by negative attitudes towards self. As a result, the foundation for an inferiority complex are laid. Underachievement. Many enter adult life as general underachievers. A tendency to work below their capacities and potentials in whatever they undertake because they learn patterns of behavior and attitudes in puberty which have become habitual. Lack of preparation for puberty changes. Regardless of the reason for inadequate preparation for puberty, it is a serious psychological hazard, especially in case of early or late maturers. Being different is always a concern to children and young adolescents. The more concerned they become and the more likely they are feel about abnormal and consequently inferior. Acceptance of changed bodies. One of the important developmental tasks of puberty is acceptance of changed bodies. There are many reasons why pubescent boys and girls are dissatisfied with their changed bodies and find it difficult to accept them. Two, however, they are so common that are almost universal. Acceptance of socially approved sex roles. Like acceptance of the changed body, acceptance of the sex roles pubescents are expected to play as near adults is one of the major developmental tasks of this age level. For many pubescent girls, the psychological hazard of acceptance of the traditional female sex role is intensified by the periodic discomforts they suffer at the time of their menstrual periods.